on the opening day. 5 more matches to come, and we're starting the second 5 with men's singles. The Olympic champion Viktor Axelsen up against Sai Praneeth of India. Well, Viktor Axelsen has been in the All England final for the last 3 years. Can he make it 4 in a row? It's an awfully long way to go. But the first round opponent, I can tell you, has been a World Championship bronze medalist. So that's a tough encounter. After that, men's singles will have men's doubles and home interest with Ben Lane and Sean Vendy up against the new Malaysian pair of Tan Kian Meng and Tan Wee Kiong. And then it'll be women's singles and the silver medalist from the Youth Olympic Games, Wang Xinyi of China, up against the Olympic silver medalist from Rio in 2016, Pusala Venkata Sindhu. Of course, she is a former world champion as well. After that, we'll have men's singles. And the men's singles with the reigning world champion Lo Ken Yu in a repeat of the World Championship semi-final against Anders Antonsen, who is twice a World Championship medalist. And then we'll finish with mixed doubles and more home interest there with Marcus Ellis and Lauren Smith. They have been in the semi-final of the All England for the last 2 years. So plenty to look forward to here on day 1. And of course, with our next match being men's singles and featuring the #1 seed, we're in the top quarter of the draw. And I can tell you that in this little section, we have 5 of the 8 players in the top quarter have an Olympic or World Championship medal. That is absolutely extraordinary in just 1 quarter of the draw. Anthony Ginting, as you can see there, the #5 seed, he was the Olympic bronze medalist. Viktor Axelsen, as I was telling you, is the Olympic gold medalist. Kidambi Shrikant, well, he was a silver medalist at the last World Championships as well. So this is a very, very tough section of the men's singles. So the tall man, Viktor Axelsen.
This is the YONEX All England Open Badminton Championships 2022.
3 years he has
Please
contested
welcome the technical officials onto court #1.
Of course, he won the title
in the men's singles.
that was
the #1 seed
2020.
from Denmark, Viktor Axelsen.
His opponent, Sai Praneeth, Barmidi Pate.
And his opponent from India, Sai Praneeth.
So this is by no means a foregone conclusion for the #1 seed. So the toss of the coin. So it looks like Sai Praneeth has won the toss. Not quite sure what he chose there. For this man from India, it's his first tournament of the year. He's entered other tournaments, but had to withdraw, sadly, due to being COVID positive. Well, if you're an Indian fan, that's a little bit alarming, isn't it? Because this is the 6th meeting between these 2 players, and Viktor Axelsen has won all 5 previous. And not only has he won all 5, he's won all of them in 2 straight games. The last time, as you can see, was the quarterfinal of the Indonesia Super 1000 event in Bali last year. It was just 36 minutes for 21-12, 21-8. So Viktor Axelsen, I'm sure, will be feeling very confident about this encounter. Viktor Axelsen, 28 years of age now, born in Odense, 194. That's about 6'4", and he is enjoying his 67th week in total as world #1. Well, he's achieved just about everything there is to achieve in the sport of badminton as Viktor Axelsen. His opponent is a year older, Sai Praneeth Pate, born in Hyderabad in Andhra Pradesh state in southeastern India. And he has been as high as 10 on the world ranking, as you can see, a total of 6 weeks across 2 different spells. And he's making his 6th consecutive appearance at the All England Championships, but has never been beyond the 2nd round in his previous competitions here in Birmingham. But it should be mentioned that Sai Praneeth has had a very good result at the All England. That was back in 2016, where he beat the former champion, the number 2 seed Lee Chong-wei, on that occasion. As we look at our umpire for this one, Alan Potter of England. And our service judge will be David Evans, also from England. So it's always nerve-wracking. First match at the All England Championships. The All England, of course, is to badminton what Wimbledon is to tennis. It is the most prestigious of all the tournaments. The history, the tradition of the event.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Viktor Axelsen, Denmark. And on my left, Sai Praneeth, India. Sai Praneeth to serve. Love all. Play.
So it is the World Championship bronze medalist from 2019, Sai Praneeth, nearest to us, getting this match underway against the former champion, Viktor Axelsen. Well, no. Did that go over? He's asking the umpire, and the umpire says no, it didn't. I certainly had a little think about it. That definitely fell back his side. Well, it's a massive smash, and it comes down from an incredible height from Axelsen, and I'm guessing, Steen, that's going to be probably the decisive weapon in this encounter, do you think?
Yeah, I think it does. The attack of Axelsen is what is making him his bread and butter. It's what separates him from a lot of other players.
Yeah. Body attack on that occasion.
2-1.
Well, of course, you were at the German Open, the Super 300 events last week in Mulheim. Viktor Axelsen lost in the semi-final stage, having appeared to me to be in a winning position, 16-9 up in the deciding game against Lakshya Sen. And I don't know whether you had a chance to speak to him afterwards. What happened there? Is it something his fans should be worried about here at the All England?
That's what I asked him when I met him at breakfast yesterday. What happened at 16-9? But he had been in trouble earlier in the match because Lakshya Sen started out really well. And then it seemed like Axelsen steadied the ship at the beginning of the second game and was controlling, but suddenly he sort of lost the plot, so to speak. Lost his patience, it seems, to the end of the match. And Lakshya Sen did really well coming back from such a deficit.
No, it's a good rally. Oh, another body smash. Wow, incredible rally. It was a half smash in the end that did the damage.
Four-one.
The funny thing was that his answer was, well, I guess my head was in Birmingham.
Now that's
at that
interesting.
time. So he sort of stopped a little bit too early, took his foot off the pedal, and there's no doubt that he's really motivated for this year's tournament.
Didn't seem to get behind that, Sai Praneeth. You know, it's always interesting to me, Steve, because, you know, how does a player react after being in a winning position and then losing? Do they, for the next tournament, become even more focused, or do they get a little bit nervous in that, crikey, that might happen again?
Yeah, that's always the dilemma, and I think here the environment, the close environment of the player plays a big role. Sort of, you cannot not address what went wrong, but you have to emphasize the positive things. And in this case, it was the play from shortly the beginning of the second game to almost finishing the third game. That was actually quite good and encouraging for Axelsen. But yeah, there was a lot of, we've seen him sometimes when he's under pressure, he's sort of like shaking his head and leaving shots on the sideline or the backcourt that is more like a hope than an actual judgment, and there were signs of that. So that's what we're looking for here, to see if some of the bad things could reoccur here in Birmingham.
Well, I'm sure his fans will be hoping they don't reoccur. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's a lovely shot from Sai Praneeth.
Service over, 3-6.
Oh, challenge, yes, I saw that as wide.
Viktor Axelsen's challenges
good.
called in.
Mind you, we're an awfully long way away from the court, aren't we, Steen?
You mean that little green rectangle there? Yeah, we are far away.
Yeah, but we were right.
We have our keen eyesight.
Yeah. Good challenge there from Viktor Axelsen.
Service over, 7-3. Play.
Oh, that's landed in.
Yeah, that was one of the ones from the semi-final against Laxius, and there were also these misjudgments. It's more understandable here in the first round. It's a huge arena here, the Utilities Arena in Birmingham. So surviving the first round here, that's something that many players need to learn over a couple of years before they succeed in it. And so far out to the spectators, you don't have anything to judge from except from your sensing of where is the lines.
Yeah, so spatial awareness. Oh, that's going wide. Yep. Good leave.
Service over, 8-4.
Yeah, wide of the sideline. Well, it's a bit of a contrast between these two players over the last couple of years, I think, Steen. Since Sai Praneeth won his World Championship bronze medal, in all honesty, I think he's struggled a little. He hasn't been past a quarter-final. OK, there haven't been many tournaments in 2020, 2021, but the poor man has struggled with COVID twice, but Axelsen has had COVID once. And Axelsen, since the beginning of 2020, has played 17 tournaments, 13 finals, 9 titles. I mean, that's an extraordinary record.
Yeah, it is.
He's been playing brilliantly.
Very good shot there.
9-4.
Sai Praneeth stranded. There is Henrik Rode, Axelsen's coach and dad-in-law. Yeah, their careers have gone in opposite directions, so to speak.
Yeah. Oh, there was a bit of a slip there from Axelsen. He's okay. He's had 2 ankle surgeries in the past as Axelsen. Ooh. Yep, no, he was okay.
Yeah, I guess that was was so impressive in Thailand January last year, because he came back there as his first tournaments after undergoing surgery in his ankle. The moment the Thomas and Uber Cup planned for the fall in Denmark just before Denmark Open, the moment those tournaments got cancelled, Axelsen
Service over, 10-5.
underwent surgery and sort of said, this is now.
Yeah.
Hoping to be ready for the Olympics, which was also cancelled there.
It was a brave decision at the time. I remember you and I discussing it, but it's, as it's transpired, it's paid dividends.
It did.
Oh, that's getting wide.
Service over, 6-10.
I have a feeling that Axelsen is playing a little bit with the drift. So coming from the far side of the court towards the near side.
That's
he
gone
can't
wide.
really push his clear so much as he
Service
probably
over,
would like
11-6, interval. Yes, wipe the court.
Let's go to the mid-game interval with a 5-point advantage. The former
Wipe the
champion,
court, please.
current Olympic champion Viktor Axelsen.
Hellere holde de maskeringer, så han ikke kan gå på den, før du løfter. Ja. Når han ligger og trykker på den, tempo ud af, eller spillet over, men det skal du endelig blive ved. Det er der, han ikke score point.
Hold tempo højt, så kommer det her fejl.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Ja.
So did you manage to catch any of that, Steen?
Most of it positive reaffirmation, but I'm talking about when Sai Praneeth is pushing towards Axelsen, he should just either block it or lift it. And there was also something about maintaining deceptions. There's a challenge.
Challenges called in.
A good challenge by Sai Praneeth. Those players challenged once and they've both been right.
7-11.
They both still have their 2 challenges for this opening game. Oh, that's a beauty.
Excellent.
Yeah, set up the whole rally, didn't it, Steen?
Yeah. And that was the thing. I had the feeling that even if Axelsen was leading 11-6 at the interval, I don't think Sai Praneeth should be that unsatisfied. I actually felt he played some quite nice rallies and got his game going.
I would say that I've always believed he's got absolutely delightful racket skills, Sai Praneeth. I've sometimes questioned his fitness levels over a long match. I think we saw that at the autumn tournaments at the end of last year.
Yes, and I would rule out the sometimes there because I've questioned it.
You're a harsh man, aren't you?
Yes, I agree. But that is his. I mean, most players have a thing that can sort of bring their career to a halt, and I think for Sai Praneeth it is his fitness level. If that's not good, then he's not as strong as he could be.
Oh, it's just wide. Oh, what a delightful looking backhand.
13-8.
And just to elaborate a little bit
Cool, please.
on that, about the fitness level, sometimes the players there will argue saying, yeah, but it's not my fitness level, it's because I make so many mistakes. But the mistakes are made because you know your own fitness level. You know that you have to go for winners early in the rallies. So the real reason is sort of like hidden behind other symptoms.
Yeah, good point.
(13-8). Play. Service over.
Is that one of his favourites, Steen? That
9-13.
round the head cross-court shot, angled shot from Sai Praneeth. He's played that a couple of times to good effect.
He can also play it straight down the line, so I think actually that he's stronger in his backhand corner at the back line than his forehand corner. He's got much more variation, and he's got the whole court to his forehand afterwards.
Oh, that's nice defence from Axelsen. Yeah, there's the one straight down the line that you've just been talking about.
And sometimes also the smash.
Good rally, good intensity. Oh, there's a beauty again. That's the second time he's played that.
Yeah, and they are absolutely magnificent in terms of height over the net and how short they are. So
13.
it makes Axelsen move much more than he's comfortable with.
Yeah, he's got to move the full diagonal, hasn't he? Longest distance to run.
And we saw Axelsen successful with that also for those who watched the semi-final last week. And one of the problems is that Axelsen's attack is not accurate enough. It's in the middle of the right playing field, so to speak.
There's a misjudgment again. This is exactly what you were talking about happened in the semi-final last week.
And Axelsen doesn't look comfortable at the moment. So he should remind himself that he's 13-11 up, and for him, he's probably playing the non-preferred side. Oh, that's a beauty. Excellent smash.
Service over. 14-11.
No issue with that one being near to the sideline.
And
I think it's more when he goes straight that he's not so accurate sometimes, do you think?
yeah, and even more from his backhand side. I think actually Axelsen is much more equal in strength from his backhand and his forehand. His forehand is really dangerous because he hits shots like this. I think from final in Germany last week, apologies for all the references to that final, but we saw Gunnar Wittesheim also play these kind of sort of disguised smash where your foot position is totally wrong. You're on your way out of the court, but if you can play it with accuracy, it's a winner.
Yeah. It's a cheap point for Axelsen. Sai Praneeth can't afford errors like that. I like that net shot off a net shot. Good skill.
Service over. 12-15.
And this lift here would support your theory about the drift.
Yeah.
Oh, that's magnificent. What a smash.
I think here Axelsen
13-15.
steps a little bit too far away from the net. he could have been a little bit of a chess player, and realizing that Sai Praneeth saw him lift long, so he probably wouldn't try another long lift again, and that's why he played it back, Sai Praneeth.
Now that, to me, Steen, was a nervous-looking shot from Axelsen.
That looks like the beginning of the semi-final and the end of the semi-final in Germany. Sort of lack of patience and going for the one-shot winners, and it, to me, it says that you're
16-14.
Yeah. His father-in-law looks a little bit tense as well, doesn't he? trying to look cool. That's trouble.
Good defense.
Amazing defense.
Fantastic defense by Sai Praneeth.
That's another one that's drifted long. 1 point in it.
Service over. 15-16.
This is incredible defense.
Yeah, the control of that shot he got back there, that was amazing. He's trying to lift it awfully long there, Axelsen, and of course it goes too long, but I mean, I don't think they need to be that long as they're high. It's the first round match. The timing is difficult here. I haven't seen let's go wrong. I haven't seen Sai Praneeth just kill smashes on Axelsen at will. So probably he's trying a little bit too much on those lifts.
Yeah. Anyway.
Challenge unsuccessful.
I think maybe it was just to sort of like get a little breather now that he'd caught up with Axelsen.
Service over. 17-15. Play.
Oh, that's a gift again. You can't afford that.
15.
3-point advantage, 3 points away from this opening game. Now that's a good smash. You said he'd got the capabilities from the round the head position there to play that.
Service over.
So there's a lot of variation
18.
from him. Sure.
Off balance there.
It's in.
Oh, it's way in. What on earth was Axelsen thinking? Well, in badminton terms, that wasn't even close. It was much closer to the sideline than it was the back line. But have a look at this. What on earth? That is nerves.
Yes, to me, it's a sign that you don't want to play on in the rally. You want it to end and you hope that maybe you can win it. It's always difficult in the first round in All England. One of the things that I feel is efficient is to not use your big smashes a lot, but to use your sort of quick release smashes, stick smashes, where it's difficult for the opponent to judge the direction. The timing is awfully difficult in here, and it takes 2 to 3 matches before you you sort of feel at home.
Oh, nice block. from Sai Praneeth, and he's back level in this opening game.
And he's doing really well in controlling the net.
18-all.
Yeah, very much so. Axelsen was on the back foot. Look, he's going back. As you play back to the net, you really ought to be looking for the net reply. 18-all.
Oh,
Upon my word. Well, that's become a famous backhand, hasn't it?
yeah, but again, also the follow-up from Sai Praneeth, loose.
19-18.
We can see it here. Yeah,
Okay, play.
it goes upwards.
Yeah. Well, lucky for him, Axelsen's backhand went under the net. Oh, this is extraordinary, isn't it? 8-13 down he was. Punished the short lift.
Service over. 19-all.
Look where his feet are. Nowhere near the double service line, let alone the back line.
I think
That's always an indication of how deep the lift has been.
exactly. I think the lift hit the towel tape. Got deflected from Sai Praneeth. Oi.
Goodness. Yeah.
20,
Well,
game point,
Perhaps not
19.
tactically the wisest shot played from Sai Praneeth.
No, I agree with you. The way he's dominated the net, why not play back at the net?
Exactly. Game point opportunity for the former champion, Viktor Axelsen.
Oh, that's a beautiful net shot.
That is magnificent. What great control on that net shot.
Service over. 20-all.
Oh, well, you don't get better than that, do you? Superb. So 20-all and extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. Well, that is
Service over.
quite frankly inexcusable.
2
21-20.
gifted points to Axelsen.
Second game point opportunity now to the tall Dane. That's a good lift. That one's shorter. That's gone long. Oh, there's a challenge here, but he won't win that challenge. I saw that as clearly long. Well, I am pretty certain that was long as a back line.
And it's Praneeth who's challenging,
Yes,
because
absolutely.
both had their arms lifted.
Yep. Yep. Indeed, it was out. And the opening game to the former champion, Viktor Axelsen. 22-20.
First game won by Viktor Axelsen, 22-20.
Oh, goodness, if it continues like this,
Ho!
we're in for a real treat. He was probably expecting his father-in-law to pick up the bag there. 26 minutes for that opening game, and 22-20 will be his second game point opportunity.
Hvis du drejer for kort af, så går han altså op og tager net, og han har været skarp deroppe. Så det er fint, hvis du skal dreje den ind mod ham.
Ja.
Ind til ham derinde, så han ikke kan ligge og rulle så skarpt på det net.
Ja, indtil videre så har hans net ligget meget godt.
Ja, det har det. Så når han trykker, så ligger den ind til ham derinde og være klar med skeen igen. Okay?
Ja.
Side cross ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಟೆನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ పైకి వచ్చింది
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, he did well in that opening game, did Sai Praneeth, because 5 points down at the mid-game interval. 5 points adrift at 8:13. Pushed Axelsen, the former champion, all the way. 22-20.
Second game. Level. Play.
It's landed in. That's more evidence of your read of the
One
drift,
love.
Steen. But tell us, did you catch any of the coaching break there with Axelsen?
A little. They both agreed that Sai Praneeth had been playing a really good net game. So in order to sort of take that away from him, they wanted Axelsen to play a little bit more into the court if Praneeth was pushing. And that was pretty much what I heard. I hope they discussed probably discussed it before the match. The difference is that Axelsen can now play in the backcourt with much more confidence, but he also needs to look out for if Sai Praneeth plays too short in order to sort of keep his shot inside the lines. We should see Sai Praneeth pretty much in the same style as previously, attacking and trying to take the initiative. That would be the way forward, especially playing on this on the far side of the court, where he gets a little bit help in his smashes, and you don't want Axelsen to attack at you, so you want to control the match.
Yeah.
Oh. Good shot.
I like that follow-up from Axelsen. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Great control in the rally.
And he's got to be careful here, Sai Praneeth, because if he doesn't stop the run of points for Axelsen pretty soon, rather now than later, then Axelsen will get so much confidence that he will be able to utilize the full court, as we've seen in the first 3 rallies, that he will just relax more and more and sort of get comfortable.
Play.
So he's still got to apply pressure, Sai Praneeth, try to unsettle Axelsen.
I'm in agreement with you. I think Sai Praneeth has to be awfully careful here. I can see things running away from him
Victor?
rather too quickly.
Okay.
Unless he halts this run right now.
Five love.
Now, to me, Steen, that typifies the point you were making about fitness, because he didn't get back behind the shuttle there, Sai Praneeth, and that's why he made the mistake.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's nice.
Well 7-7. 1-5.
But that's going to be interesting. We're going to get a good look at the fitness of Sai Praneeth here, because he's going to go 2 games all out, pretty much only playing attack. And the question is whether he's capable of that. If he is, then he's still got a chance.
Well, a little fun fact for you, Steen. Previous match to this, we saw the #1 go out in the women's doubles.
1-5.
We've never had, since the inception of the Super Series and now the World Tour, so 15 previous years, we've never had the #1 seed lose in the women's doubles. We've also never had the #1 seed lose in the men's singles, so that augurs well if you're a Danish fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first round matches can be nerve-wracking, no doubt about it. Oh, that's well played.
Fantastic. And that's not easy, making this follow-up cross-court and then controlling it. Beautiful shot there.
Touched.
Service over, 6-2.
Oh, that's a good lift. Yeah. Technique to be able to do that. He took that defensive shot, Axelsen, so late, so near the ground, and to be able to lift it to the back. This one here, watch this. Yeah. Fooled everyone, including Sai Praneeth.
Sai, quickly.
I think this was one of the situations where Sai Praneeth played a little bit too short, and that's why Axelsen put it long. So that's the task on the near side of the court, to be aware when
Service over.
you have an attacking opportunity or your opponent has played too short because he's afraid of playing long. It's a beautiful shot. Very, very nice shot. Shrikant does the same with a very, very short racket movement.
Yeah. It's a beauty. The problem for opponents, Steen, is that when Axelsen goes up in that deep forehand corner, he's can hit so wonderfully straight down the line that it makes that cross-court one so much more effective. You don't know which one to cover.
I actually think it's the opposite way. I think it's the cross-court one that makes the straight effective, because if you don't have the cross, then it's rather easy because you can sort of rule out that side more or less. It's only the slice drop shot from the forehand and then straight shots. If there's a clear, okay, then it travels a long way in the air, so you should be able to return that hopefully at this level here. But it's keeping the court open.
10-4.
Oh, my goodness me.
11-4 interval.
Praneeth left absolutely stranded with that wonderful cross-court backhand net shot from Axelsen. Onto the mid-game interval, and it's a very healthy lead, isn't it? 7-point advantage.
Og så bare hele tiden kun spiller. Netop. Jeg synes godt, at til sidst bliver det her.
Ja. Og så er det lige inde i den her periode, hvor der er ikke meget det.
Helt tiden på her. Ikke slip.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Bare 50 timer ud.
Anything new or just reinforcements there?
There was actually one good thing, in my opinion, that Henrik Rode emphasized, that Sai Praneeth is now giving the lift from Axelsen a little bit more attention, waiting a little bit more for them. So now there's room to play back at the net and sort of establish a little bit more confidence at the net, which is an important thing coming forward.
Yeah. Thinking long term in the tournament.
Wait.
13-4. Yes.
No, I think we're nearing the point of no return for this man.
I think it's Axelsen's match to lose now.
Play.
And he did so in Germany. So I don't think he's going to do it here. I think he's much more focused. And that is not the right placement.
No, there was 2 straight smashes there that
but that's simply
were nowhere near the line.
Exactly. I think actually Axelsen, he could sacrifice a couple of mistakes as long as he doesn't get too upset about it, because he makes an awful lot of winners on that. So he will come back if he sort of gets his sight adjusted, his aim adjusted, then he will score an awful lot of winners. So a couple of mistakes is actually okay, and that's not normally something I would say to the majority of other players, but because he scores so much, then he can afford a couple of mistakes and to have the right margins.
Yeah, and not psychologically affect him.
Exactly.
Ooh, I think that one may have been going out from Sai Praneeth. That one certainly has.
And what we're seeing now is, of course, it's something about the psychological factor that Axelsen's got one game in the bank, and Sai Praneeth lost, even though he came back strong in the first game, ended up losing it anyway. So that's, of course, tough. But we're also seeing the difference in playing with the drift and against the drift.
Yeah.
Good shot.
That's a lovely way to bring the 7-point run for your opponent to an end.
5-15.
That's a super shot.
Yes, change.
Miss it.
Six, 15.
Man drejer dig, når han får fart.
Well, Axelsen was waiting at the net anyway, wasn't he?
16,
yeah, I think that was perhaps what Henrik Rode was shouting to him, and then also what that he's playing cross Sai Praneeth when Axelsen plays with pace towards him, then he's often playing cross, probably in the flat game, as much as I've seen.
Well, that's virtually down the centre of the court, but it was supposed to be down the line, I think. Axelsen.
Yeah, and that's the ones that gives the opponents an opportunity to play.
Oh, Goodness gracious. What on earth are you thinking?
Service over, 7-16.
That's Axelsen's signature shot. I'm not sure he's won a rally in one of the matches I've seen yet when he's played that shot.
Do you follow tennis at all, Steve?
Very little since McEnroe stopped. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that Roger Federer played a bagel shot, as they call it in tennis. I think it was the semi-final of the US Open against Del Potro. It may have been the final. And Federer seemed to be in control, and he lost the match.
Yeah.
And that's the only Grand Slam that Del Potro won, who's now
7-16.
Retired from tennis, recently retired. It can, you know, a little bit of showmanship like that can actually change the momentum of a match. Why do you do it?
It's probably incorporated from practice.
Yeah.
Service over, 17-7.
It was so quick forward there, Axelsen.
If we stay in the tennis, then I'm going to have to go back to McEnroe. But I think it's a little bit the same with the smashes that we discussed with Axelsen, that he's smashing inaccurate, and the opponents get his attack back, and that's not good. And I can remember John McEnroe saying that he would rather commit a couple of mistakes than starting Jimmy Connors in returning his serves, because he would gain confidence. So I think that could be sort of like likened to Axelsen's attack. Rather make a couple of mistakes and
Service over,
fire bombs for the rest of them than getting their opponent started, or getting the opponent started and give him confidence. On the other hand, you could
18-8.
also approach it like WC Fields. If you make a mistake, then try again, and then stop. There's no reason to look like a complete fool.
Oh, goodness. Take that. 2 points away from a place in the second round.
19-8.
Viktor Axelsen. That's a wonderful, wonderful shot. So steep. Yeah, I think he's overplaying that cross court from deep forehand corner Axelsen.
Yeah, you would like him to play it straight more.
I certainly would, yeah. But as you've been pointing out, there's no point if you're going to go that far inside the sideline when you're playing it straight. You're getting no advantage at all.
No, and he's probably gonna run to that cross corner anyway.
Awaits the winner of this one in the second round. It's very much looking at the moment as if it will be the #1 seed. There's 2 points needed now, just the one. 1 point required.
Service over, 20, match point 9. Service over, 10-20.
Another showmanship shot tried there from Axelsen. Once again, not working for him. That's gone long. Oh, no, it hasn't. It landed in.
11-20.
Oh,
Game.
dear me, it was on a service error. It was a service error that gifted the opening game as well. 22-20, 21-11 in favour of the Olympic champion Viktor Axelsen. Safely through this tricky first round match against Sai Praneeth,
22-20, 21-11.
With both players having won World Championship medals, well, we thought we'd see some good badminton, and indeed we have. 22-20, 21-11. The match lasting just shy of 48 minutes. So indeed, Axelsen will play against Mark Kaljo from the Netherlands in the second round. So I think overall he'll be pretty happy with his performance today. Lane safely through this tricky opening encounter. So 6 matches complete so far today on the opening day of the YONEX All England Championships for 2022. Next up for us is men.